Hey everyone, I promise I am not trying to explode your inbox with notifications from YouTube. I know I already put out a video today. If you haven't seen that one, it is how you can use the Google Assistant on your Stadia controller in order to find recipes for alchemy in Elder Scrolls Online. I know it's a very specific and niche video, but I'm sure that you can find ways to use it in other games as well. That's not what this video is about. That's what the other video is about. And after I posted that video, we then got this news, which I should have expected. We're coming up on July, and Google has some stuff to make sure that they tell us about. So if you always want to know and be up to date on all of the Stadia news, then you can yourself just go to community.stadia.com, or you can just subscribe right here, because that is one way that you can be informed about everything that's going on with Google Stadia. All right, let's see what they had to say over at the official blog. It says here, riveting, rhythmic, the genre-bending energy of just shapes and beats comes to Stadia on June 30th. That's today. It's a fast and challenging arcade game with an awesome hook. When the beat changes, the world transforms. Buy Just Shapes and Beats on Stadia today for only $19.99. All right, let's see, what exactly does Shapes and Beats look like? Well, if I actually go to the store page and I look at it, this does not tell me what this game is like. And I have to say, Google, you own YouTube. So why are there not YouTube videos of what the game looks like here? Okay, possibly because the developers or publisher decided that a picture was enough. I don't think that a game like Just Shapes and Beats can be sold very well based on pictures alone. We want to see how the game plays. So I think that's kind of a misstep on Google's part, or on the publisher's part. I'm not sure. Let's move on. What else did they have to say? They said the Stadia Pro Library gets even bigger starting July 1st. A new month means new free games. Set your alarm, update your alerts. Just make sure you remember to pick up the newest free Stadia Pro games. What are these new games? Well, that would be Crayta, which is currently a Stadia exclusive. I did 2 videos about Crayta. They came out yesterday. I just said that I try not to do multiple videos in a day. If you look at the videos, it's obvious the reason why I did 2 videos yesterday is because one was all about gameplay and one was all about creation in Stadia with Crayta. So go back and check those videos out, and then you can come back and watch this, or finish watching this and go check those videos out afterwards. But Crayta is coming to Stadia tomorrow. I believe, like, right now, the dev team is doing an AMA over on Reddit. So I'm sure that if you go to the Stadia subreddit, you can check out that AMA and find out more about Crayta. I have to say, having played it, this game is really impressive, and I think people are going to be very impressed when they play Crayta for the first time, and when they start trying to make stuff in Crayta for the first time. I think that game is going to be huge, and it's going to be a big vector for getting people to try out Stadia. The other games that we're getting tomorrow are Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom, SteamWorld Dig, and West of Loathing. Lloyd and I have had conversations about this on the show. All 3 of those games are fantastic. So now you have access to those if you are a Stadia Pro subscriber. And if you're thinking, oh, I'm just going to buy one of these games, I think all of these games cost more than $10. So if you just pay the $10 for a month of Stadia Pro, then you have access to all of the games. And I'm sure that you can beat SteamWorld Dig, West of Loathing, and Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom in a month. I think that's you. I believe in you. Anyway, moving on. If you're a Stadia Pro subscriber, add all 4 of your games to your games collection as soon as they arrive. Plus, even more games are waiting to be claimed on Pro, like PUBG and Zombie 4 Dead War. And don't forget ESO, which we were able to claim last month, along with 5 other games last month. You have until July 16th to claim Elder Scrolls Online. This game has taken over my life. I love Elder Scrolls Online, and I'm having such a blast with it playing on Stadia. In fact, I was downstairs playing on the living room TV earlier, and last night I was up here playing in the Nerd Nest. And that's one of the things about Stadia that's so awesome, is it gives me the opportunity to play in different locations, which I really, really like. Moving on, talking about different locations, Stadia on your phone just got even better. Playing games with Stadia on your phone just got better. You can now start playing wirelessly using the Stadia controller on your Android mobile device. The update will be ready on June 30th, and you need the latest version of the Stadia app to get going. To play games with your Stadia Pro controller or Stadia controller wirelessly, set up your phone and your Stadia controller on the same Wi-Fi network. Launch a game and follow the pairing instructions on the screen. It's that easy. And I will say this. Pairing your Stadia controller to a Chrome browser or to a Chromecast is incredibly easy. And if it's doing exactly, I can't test this myself because I don't have an Android phone, but if it's doing the same thing, which it seems like from reading that it is, then this is going to be just as easy. And I think that there's going to be a lot of happy people out there who no longer have to have a wire going from their phone to their controller. Now they can just play. And, if you're using a tablet instead of a phone, then that's even better. Now you don't have to have a wire that way either. They also said rip and tear your way through a new Doom Eternal arena. Doom Eternal Update 2 arrives this week, bringing with it a new battle mode arena, new event cosmetics, and master collections. If you've already have Doom Eternal on Stadia, you won't have to wait to download or install anything to start taking down foes in the new arena. That's awesome. I already talked about this, I believe, on Sunday's episode of Stadia Cast. Make sure that you go back and check that out if you missed it. And by the way, if you didn't know, we record every Sunday live, 10 a.m. right here on the YouTube channel. So you can come by and watch that live, or you can watch it after the fact, or we also take that conversation, we post it as a podcast, which you can find for free on any podcast catcher. You just search for Stadia Cast, and you're able to find that, download it, and listen to it. And even if you're not going to listen to it, download it. It helps. Moving on. Save on the Stadia controller for a limited time. Turn your screens into gaming machines. Grab a new Stadia controller by July 2nd and save 10%. Choose from just black, clearly white, or spicy wasabi. Using the Stadia controller, play your Stadia games wirelessly across laptops, desktops, compatible phones, and tablets, and TVs with a Chromecast Ultra. So I think that that's awesome. Right before I started recording this, I was looking at what people were talking about in our community Discord, link in the description down below, and there were people saying, I don't need a wasabi controller. I don't need a wasabi controller, but they really, really want to buy one, and it's 10% off right now. So that's like almost $10 off. Well, probably $7 off. So I really want a wasabi controller, but I'm not going to pull the trigger right now. I don't think that that's a responsible decision. I have 2 Stadia controllers in my house, and right now that seems like all I need. I think that this is a really, really good update. And by the way, if you did not know, they also have the Stadia Save Point, which is basically a collection of all of the updates for the entire month. This one comes from Andrei Duranichev. He is the director of product for Google Stadia. And just a real quick recap for all of the new stuff that has happened in June for Stadia. We now have touch controls on mobile, which we did not have before. They've expanded OnePlus compatibility. They also said that you can do Experiments tab, gives you a whole bunch of other mobile devices that you can play Stadia on that you could not before. Per device resolution settings. So if I'm playing on a 1080p screen, I can say only ever do 1080p on this. If I'm playing on my Chromebook that, maybe it has a 1080p screen, but I know that it has kind of crappy Wi-Fi, I can set that to just play in 720p, giving me a better experience. So per device resolution settings is really, really awesome. I can also don't tell the kids, but I can also set their TVs to only use 1080p instead of 4K, leaving more bandwidth for dad. Oh, okay. I didn't do that. Or did I? I don't know. Let's see. Wireless functionality on mobile. We just talked about that. A whole bunch of Stadia Pro updates and recent content launches on Stadia. We got Borderlands 3 Bounty of Blood, Doom Eternal Update 2, which I just talked about, Just Shapes and Beats, which I just talked about, Metro 2033 Redux, or Redo, I don't know how to say it, Metro Last Light. Those are both preambles to Metro Exodus, which is a fantastic game. And I did a short-lived, probably 10-episode Let's Play series right here on the channel, which you can check out. The Elder Scrolls Online, love it. Wave Break, which is a fantastic game, but I just don't have the skill for. And then we've got 2 games that are on their way to Stadia that have been announced. And that would be Chris Tales and Windbound. So those are the updates for June and today's blog post. If you found this information useful and you want more content like this, make sure that you click on that like button. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button to see more. And if you want to get notified each and every time we post something new, click on the bell. I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.